Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Thursday, August 25th, day 51, I believe. I noticed that on Liquidated's BB Viewer that he has the day of the week listed yesterday, and yesterday was actually day 50. That makes today day 51. Finally, we're getting to the end of this double house thing that was kind of a train wreck after it had promise, at least to some of us. And we're going to see Jasmine and Joseph walking out, pretty sure. We do not know the particular order that they're going to leave. It's very possible. I was just thinking about that myself. I was like, okay, which order? How are they going to go? Is Joseph going first, or is Jasmine going first? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to bring them in together, if they're going to have him walk out of the backyard, if they're going to have them. I just don't know how they're going to do it, so we'll find out. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they bring them into the house and all sit together and vote separately or what. We'll just have to see. And then we'll have the house combined. Of course, the outside group all now, Terrence and Alyssa both know about the leftovers. There will not be a non-leftover left inside the house. Chances are they're going to figure out pretty quickly that things have gone quite wonky outside. And there may be some scrambling. And we'll have to see who wins head of household. Hopefully we'll see who wins head of household tonight, too, before the show is over. And finally, hopefully, the feeds come back pretty quickly after the show ends. And we aren't stuck in a black hole of live feeds until like 1 in the morning Eastern time or something. If all of these things can happen, I will be happy. I'd rather just, get right to the meat of getting more people going, and we'll have 8 house guests. Alyssa is the only one that could be head of household that is not a leftover. But if Kyle gets it, he's gonna, obviously probably not go after Terrence or Alyssa. So, and I think Turner's going to be able to play the middle ground pretty well. No matter what happens, he's going to be in pretty decent shape. As far as inside the house goes, they're going to be, I think that'll solidify them. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the dynamics are once they're thrown back together. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't have a whole lot of other thoughts right now. I mean, there's not a whole lot that's gone on. The outside crew's been talking. People were, Turner was having this long conversation with Terrence and Alyssa. And, of course, he's saying all the right things. Why would he not throw in with them and say, I'm with you guys? There's just no reason for him not to. It doesn't serve him any good to not just say, sure, let's be together. And then when he gets inside the house, what are they going? Oh, Turner's with us now. There's not going to be any of that kind of conversation. So, yeah, that's what I got. What else happened? So as I said, Joseph's going for the outside, 99.999% sure. I don't know if Turner's going to vote or not, or just leave it up to Terrence and let Terrence cast the vote, because we only have 2 votes, Alyssa and Turner, and Alyssa obviously is going to vote Joseph out. Turner may vote out Kyle and then let Terrence cast the tiebreaker. I don't recall if there's been an actual discussion where he said, you know what, I'm going to vote you out. I don't think Joseph's going to be mad one way or the other. So it may just be a 2-0 vote. On the inside, again, probably just going to be a 2-0 vote. They've already told Jasmine last night, right as the TV show started in the East Coast, they were having a conversation with Jasmine, telling her that she was going. I thought initially it was we're going to do this to lower the drama, and we're going to set this all up, and so she's not blindsided. But in the end, it did take on a feel, to me at least, of a bit of a gloating, a bit of a in-your-face, quote, we're letting you down gently, but we're going to point out to you that we outmaneuvered you and we knew what was going on. I don't know. I particularly felt like Brittany was savoring the moment of pointing out to Jasmine that you're not as smart as you think you are, kind of thing. She didn't say that, but she said that, if you know what I mean. It was kind of like, well, that's all, good. I'm totally paraphrasing. This isn't how things went, but it felt like, well, this is all well and good, but yeah, we figured out what was going on, and so we had this going on and this going on, and so now you're leaving. And so, good game. You played well. You really read people. All the compliments they would give is like, you're leaving, and we're going to tell you played a good game. It's like, yeah, you didn't play that good a game if you're leaving, right? So, Jasmine handled it well. She didn't get super upset other than emotionally, like, I guess my game's over kind of thing. But then, of course, she started with the whole, I played really well, I did this. When they would give her compliments, she would run with them, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't going to take any satisfaction in it no matter how it went, but I definitely didn't take any satisfaction in it watching it last night. It was like, kind of like, okay, I've seen enough of this. So, that is... Well, we're sitting here at a stop sign. Come on, people. Sorry. So, what else to talk about? Not a whole lot. I'm going to start to wrap it up here. I gave my shout out to my patrons yesterday, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, the other thing to talk about is... do I want to delve into this? Do I want to delve into this? You guys tell me. You can't answer me. The rumors. So I obviously, talked about some things that happened because I had, I've been given inside information a couple times this year, and I got inside information again this past week, and I shared it obviously after someone else had already shared the same information, but we're not talking to the same sources. And I felt like I at least in some circles have a reputation as being fairly accurate, whereas the other source that was throwing things out there is kind of, people would accuse them of being wrong a lot, although I did say I think they were right. Correct? So, and they were right. And they are riding that wave of being right like it is, like there's no tomorrow. They are just so full of themselves. And the problem is, and again, I apologize to those of you that have heard this already, but I'll do it here at the end very briefly. The problem is that this person likes to say things that just can never be proven. Can never be proven right or wrong, and it really... It hurts the game. It hurts the show. The easiest example I can give is, I believe this is where this rumor came from. There is a rumor that in the Power Veto competition, which we saw last night, the one in the backyard that they stacked styrofoam containers, there's a rumor that Kyle cheated and was called out for cheating. Now, I thought the rumor came somewhere on the feeds or something, or talk about it, but it didn't, as far as I know. It came from this account, this Twitter account, which says that it happened. But we don't know why, because they don't know why. I'm not sure what it was, but apparently Kyle was called out for cheating, or something to that effect was said on Twitter. Now, as a spoiler, what does this accomplish? It doesn't change the outcome of the game. It's not being discussed. Now, maybe if it was discussed on the feeds, you could say, oh yeah, that was heard. But it wasn't. It was said before and it was never said on the feed. So it just was thrown out there. And I can remember when it first came out, it had people online saying Kyle needs to be thrown out of the game. He should be disqualified. They should redo the competition or this, that. Granted, Kyle isn't the one who won the competition, by the way. But the fact that there was any cheating at all, there were people just freaking out. And what purpose did that? We'll never know. I mean, okay, maybe when they get out of the house at some point down the road, someone will say, hey, Kyle, we heard you were accused of cheating. Oh, yeah, they thought this and this and this happened. Okay, well, maybe, but that's not how it's playing right now in the house or on the feeds, and I'm not on the feeds, but on online, and that's just an example of, in my opinion, just unnecessary information that just tears things down. I've already gone off on this. You know what? This is like the third or fourth little mini rant I've done on this, so I'm going to stop now. But I won't. There's no satisfaction. The person behind that account doesn't seem to care that this is how it comes across to people. I think they thrive on and they said it. They thrive on chaos. They thrive on. And I mean, I say I thrive on chaos in the house and stuff, but I enjoy the drama inside the house, but nothing that I've actively caused or participated in, whereas this person is causing this drama with their actions, and they have a hand in it, and that's what I have a problem with. So I want them to go away, and they're not going to go away because there are people out there that are just loving this stuff and are eating it up, and I just, yeah. So okay, I'm done. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. I did a Twitter live because Twitch was not working, so I did a Twitter live, which is out there. If you go to my timeline on Twitter and scroll down, you can find me talking about this issue a little bit. Not quite exactly the same way, but it's the same thing. So, all right, that's it, folks. I'm done on that wonderful note. Tune in tomorrow, and I will talk about who's the new head of household, what looks like is going to happen, and hopefully we can move on past this week that turned out to be quite a train wreck as far as the feeds go, right? Hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.